Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and this is my finale, a rather late one, to Graveyard Project Pan. I'm very excited about the finale. I've had a little bit more time. Lots been going on, but yeah, I'm here now. Better late than never, I guess. And that also means that I've got a few more empties, and I hope that's also in your interest, that even though this should have been up on Halloween, at least you're seeing more empties. There were just so many items that I was super close on around that time that I should have been filming, but it didn't happen. So, okay, let's do it. I've been working on not 6 products like most people because it's a spooky number, but I've done 6 in each category. So I've had 6 rolling style products in here for my main makeup and beauty category, the traditional one. And this is how Emily of Emily and Max has intended this project to be. Actually, I think she kept it open. And the idea is that you work on products that you've either been ignoring for so long, so they're due to expire very soon, collecting cobwebs, or there's the resurrection category. So these are items that have previously been in projects that are still kicking around. But I've also been working on candles and tea. My first product, and it's a gourmet, it's empty, is the Elemental Herbology Oil Control Facial Detox Face Mask with clay. I'm done with it, and this was in the project last year as well, so a resurrection item. I've cut into it and scraped out everything that I could in the shower yesterday, all done. At my last update, two and a bit ago, I had 5 uses. I've used it 9 more times for a total of 14 uses to finish it. And it currently weighs 13.28 grams, which means I used 41.72 grams since my last update and 52.72 since the intro when it was 66 grams exactly. What a success. I'm so pleased. 1 fewer item in my bathroom, and I can count it towards my normal project pan as well. Then we're going to right the other end of the spectrum. This is a fail. My Bronze Professional Sun-Kissed Moisturizer Spray Tan. In total in this project though, I have used this 4 times. I believe 3 of those 4 uses were exclusively on my legs, 1 time all over. I've got 0 uses since my last update. This is still at 162.82 grams and it's almost full, and I've got 2 backup products. Another resurrection product for maybe deck of panning or a future round of this one. Then I also, in the intro, rolled in this red lipstick here by L'Oreal, Blake's Pure Red Colorage, and I only put this in here for 13 uses, spooky number. At my last update, I was at 10 uses, so I just needed 3 more. Of course, I managed to do that. I could weigh this for you. Let's see how many, what 13 uses does to the weight difference. This now weighs 21.16 grams. Let me write that down. It's 0.81 grams less than in the intro, so that's what 13 uses does. Almost a gram. Then I had in here, so we've got, what, 3 products so far. There were other ones, but I already finished them in previous updates and then rolled other things in. This was a roll-in update 1, my Oliver Bonus Bath Oil, Citrus and Lavender. Here are the progress lines. So I'm at the bottom, the purple one now. The burgundy one at the top was update 1 and the pink one update 2. So, you know, a nice bigger jump at least, but nowhere near done. I have used this product 6 times now. At my last update, I was at 2 uses, so 4 more uses. And I've got a weight difference on here of 7.84 grams since the intro. In update 2, I'd met more goals, 2 more, so I rolled in another 2 items, but I only wanted to do usage goals because I thought 2 months might not be enough time to finish something. And there was the Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche perfume for 13 uses. I managed to hit that usage goal, yes, within those 2 and a bit months. And I've also got a weight difference on here, and it's minus 1.68 grams. So this now weighs 95.62 grams. And the other product was the Lottie London Setting Powder Ready Set Go. Just a mini, I guess. Also for 13 uses, and I've got a weight difference on here of minus 0.27 grams. And this product now weighs 19.81 grams as opposed to 20.08. So I've gone under the 20 grams mark there. Yeah. And there are 5 grams in here. So, ooh, if that's about 13, say about 50 uses for a gram, that's how much you get in here. Let's talk about candles next. This is slightly quite a bit less satisfying than my tea section, but let's just, you know, nonetheless, I do have an empty. Not the first candle though, and this was the Tranquil Scents candle here, and I used it a lot more. It smells so, so lovely. It just doesn't want to burn evenly, even though it's small. It's a soy candle. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or there's quite a lot of essential oils in here, or maybe the jar is doing it. I've got bigger, chunkier candles in here that I have been able to burn down better, more smoothly. This candle now weighs 194.03 grams, which means I've used up 11.03 since my last update and 15.13 since the intro. This was not a new candle, but you're seeing the cutaway shots here now and the progress. I'm glad I made progress. I'm not upset that it's not done yet, just because it's so, so lovely. It smells so nice, and I quite enjoy having this around a little bit longer. Next is my candle empty, and this is by Primark, and it's the sandalwood and amber scented candle, and this is all done now. You can see somewhere down the line I popped a gemstone in there. It came from another candle. And yeah, anyway, but I think it was already in here when I introed it, just hidden under the wax. I'm going to pour hot water in here to get the wax out and everything else. I'm probably going to repurpose this jar. I think it's really pretty. And this empty jar now weighs 343.82 grams. It weighed 433.71 in the intro. There wasn't a lot there, so I think it was always obvious that I was going to have an empty here. Minus 43.69 grams since my last update, 89.89 grams since the intro. Yeah. Next candle is a homemade one in a North Muse jar. I have lit it a couple of times, but progress on here isn't so great. I promise there's better progress coming. This weighed 474.78 grams in the intro. It now weighs 458.12 grams. I've used up 13.24 grams since my last update, 16.66 grams since the intro. So I've definitely been burning it a little bit more. Now we're getting onto some cool progress, I think. Orange big candle. This one here, it looks so different. This was almost new, or maybe it was new. You know more than me. It weighed 499.34 grams in the intro. At my last update it was 477.62, and today it weighs 281.89 grams. I've used up 195.73 grams since my last update and 217.45 since the intro. Very pleased with that. It's not quite done yet, but we're burning this every day for dinner. This is our dinner candle right now. I think the orange matches our sort of still kind of autumnal somewhat, although like there's more pink flowers, pink colors in there now, but we're still burning it. Then we've got my purple candle, and there's a lot of progress here too. This weighed 310.35 grams in the intro. It was unused at my last update, but still weighed 304.51 grams, which is what I managed to achieve at my first update. Today it weighs 107.95 grams. I have used up 196.56 since my last update, and update 1 had the same weight, and 202.4 grams since the intro. Happy. This is now on the back burner a little bit, but it's going to come back in to, you know, it will get used. It's very, I would really consider this doable right now, and the next one too. Here's my gold candle. Will I be able to finish it before I buy advent calendar? No, not advent calendar, advent wreath with 4 candles on. I think so. This weighed 187.71 grams in the intro, and now at the finale it weighs 68 grams exactly. I've used up 101.77 grams since my previous update, 119.71 grams since the intro. Yes, I think that's doable. I might try and update you on that in a video. If you're wanting to know and I forget to tell you, do remind me in the comments. Let's talk about tea. I wrote in 6 different types in the intro. At my last update, I was down to 5. I always said that I was not going to do this rolling style, the tea and candle section. I never finished a candle until today, but yeah, I was already down to 5 teas. Today, I am down to just 1 tea remaining. I finished 4 more since my last update. Super proud of myself. Let's take a look at them. Okay, first up, I've got my loose, well, this was a loose decaf Earl Grey in here. Absolutely loved it. I've just been getting so much into drinking tea lately. I'm always making a minimum of 1 or 2 cups at the same time. Although sometimes it's not 2 different types of tea at the same time, but just a hot water, maybe a decaf coffee or something like that. But right now, this last time I bought the kettle, I made 3 hot drinks, a hot water, a decaf coffee, and a decaf green tea. I already had the green tea that's still in this project. And yeah, I've just been really getting into the hot drinks lately. Okay, this is done. It's not this one, Jackson's of Piccadilly tea. It is, maybe it was, but my dad put it in here and he put the sticker on here. That was a gift that I got from him. I'm definitely going to be repurposing this jar. This empty jar now weighs 118.03 grams. It weighed 188.32 in the intro, which means I've drank a total of 70.29 grams worth of Earl Grey decaf tea. And that's minus 55.12 grams since my last update. So happy. And then I also finished this resurrection item. I had it in the project last year and there was a lot left. I think I only managed to drink 1 tea in the entire project. Well, it's done now. There were 19 tea bags in here when I introed it. I had 14 at my last update and it's absolutely done now, and I could finally recycle this packaging. Yes, it's just been chilling out in my kitchen, just staring at me every morning. My Clipper Everyday tea is next, and it's another empty. Yay! This had 80 bags in here. It was still sealed when I introed it. At my last update, I was at 15 tea bags, so I really had made great progress on here. And yeah, now it's empty. Let me show you. Yeah, except for a bit of that powder. I should show you the empty jar here. That would, you know, it's so satisfying. Look at it. Yeah. What does it say there? Thank you and enjoy. My 4th tea was the Knightsbridge decaf tea bags. I had 25 in the intro. I finished them last time. Now we're moving on to more loose tea, linden tea. And this was unused at my first update, and then I made great strides, and it was just in this little Sainsbury's bag here. I got it from my friend who collected it. Her and her family do this in Turkey. This is now done. This empty bag weighs 4.71 grams, and this weighed 25.93 at the intro, which means I've drank a total of 21.22 grams, and that's 14.33 grams since my last update. Absolutely love this. I see they sell it in my local shop as well, but it's a tiny pouch like this. I had so much more. I feel blessed that my friend gave me all of that lovely tea. It's very nice and very calming, especially at night. Okay, last tea. This is, yeah, I should have tried to end on a high, but here we are. This is green tea, gunpowder tea, decanted years ago, but I'm still drinking it. I had a cup of this earlier today, so it's gone down a little bit, but I just haven't been able to get to it in time for this. And you know, it would have never been a whole ton of progress, but maybe one to plan in the future. And this tea weighed 262.33 grams at the intro. It was unused at update number 1, and last time it weighed 262.27 grams, and today it weighs 261.8. So I've drank a grand total of 0.53 grams. But I'm going to show you how much I use of it. I just use a pinch like that. It's really not a lot. In a cup with hot water in it, no bag needed, and it opens up and it's just the right amount for a green tea, that you can keep it in there, you can leave it in there, and that's that. I think it was a really successful project. So out of 18 products, well actually, let's do a little total. For the makeup and beauty section, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products in here. 2 items where I didn't meet my goal, which was the bronzer thingy and the bath oil. No doubt you'll see those again, hopefully empty one day. And then for the candles, I've had, so how many goals met is that? 8 goals met. And then 1 more from the candles and 5 from the tea. So 14 goals met, and a lot of them were empties. I'm very pleased with how that went. Yeah, I really am. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. I hope to see you in another video sometime maybe, so subscribe if you haven't done so already. And other than that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night, wherever you are, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.